There we go.
6 o'clock. It's 6 o'clock. Come on in. Come on in. We're about to get started. Hey. Hi, everyone. Hi, everyone. I'm back. I'm back. About to get started. About to get started. It's a beautiful Thursday. Yes, yes. Hi, everyone. I'm back. Cooking with Pumpkin. Here I am again, just to show you just something small, just a small short pot. You know, we're not gonna be in the kitchen all day because I know some of you work like I work today, so we want to be in and out, in and out. So what we're going to do today, y'all remember last week when I posted I was coming back and I told you to that I was cooking and I showed you my plate. I showed you the plate that I cooked and I said this is my dinner today. Well, I had so many inquiries about the salmon, the potatoes, and the okra. So I decided to do it to show you how to do it today. So yep, we're having salmon, potatoes, and okra. Yes, we're having it today. So how's everyone doing? I hope everyone is good. Hope you had a wonderful week and you're surviving. We're still wearing our masks and we're still hanging in there. This week I had lost one of my aunts this week and really sad about it. But she turned 90, Aunt Moore turned 90 in January, so I'm dedicating this to Aunt Moore. The okra. Here's this okra. This is my house, y'all. My own plant. No, I didn't plant it, but I have it out in my garden. And thank you, Tanya Gary. She planted this okra for me, and I'm still getting okra. So maybe like 5 or 6 a day, I'm still getting okras. And before you know it, when the frost comes, I probably won't get any anymore. So this is all that I got today, and like I said, like 5 or 6 a day. So okra, I know a lot of you don't like okra. A lot of you say, you know, it's slimy and all that stuff like that. But look at that. Look how pretty that is. This is my own okra that I cut. Well, I didn't cut. I used to just pop them off, and I cut them up. I washed them, and then I cut them up, and I dried them up. And so here's my okra. So we're going to do the okra like Pumpkin. This is how Pumpkin do her okra now. You know, a lot of people batter their okra in cornmeal and probably buttermilk to kind of, so it could stick together. But I just like saute it, like with onions. So, no, I don't use fat back. I know you use fat back, but I'm not using no fat back. So this is going to be a healthy okra. Yes, it is. Okra is good for you, y'all. Okra is so full of vitamins and minerals, and the main thing is full of fiber. We all need fiber. We all need that fiber, right? So this okra is going to help with the fiber. So I'm going to start my frying pan off, and I'm just going to make this, just cover your frying pan with some olive oil, and I'm using grapeseed, 100% grapeseed. So I'm getting my frying pan hot, and I'm going to just put my okra in there. Oh, you know what? This is the wrong one. I want to use this one because my okra is, matter of fact, my okra is, it's going to be more okra than that salmon. So I'm going to use this frying pan, so I need to get that hot. And this is the frying pan I'm going to use for my okra. And I'm going to just saute my okra and just let it do its own thing and let it hang out. And believe it or not, the okra is going to be the longest thing cooking. It's going to take the longest to cook. Listen, I grew up with all this fresh vegetables. I didn't like any of it. I didn't like okra. I didn't like collards. I didn't like spinach. I didn't like broccoli. And now, I guess when you become of age, you put away childish things, okay? So now I'm eating all these green vegetables and loving them. We would have, my mom would fix the okra in a jar. They would preserve the okra. We had okra and tomatoes. We would do the okra and shrimp, okra, shrimp and tomatoes, okra, tomatoes and sausages. Yes, and then remember the okra. Our parents, well, like Big Mom and them, you know, when you cook your peas and your beans, and after it's cooked, then you put that whole okra on the top and let it sit. Oh, it's delicious, y'all. Y'all try it. You can do that okra on the top. So here I am. I'm putting the okra in. So I'm doing the okra. See, I'm just trying to lay it and not have it all on top of each other or anything like that. So that's the okra. I'm going to add some salt. Oh, no, I don't add salt. I usually add just pepper, just a little bit of pepper. Putting the pepper on it. And, of course, my season oil. Doing my season oil on top. And now my onion. So my onion is like, this is like a whole onion. So I'm going to put the onion on there. So I'm going to cook it kind of high. So it's, like I said, the okra is probably going to be the longest thing cooking. So I'm going to just let it do its own hangout. So that's how I eat it. Now, so if you don't like onions, don't put no onions on it. Just, I guess just add the okra. Add the okra. So we're going to go ahead and get our potatoes started. So the potatoes, I have the little bite-sized potatoes. You know, you can just find them, and I just cut them up, and I just put them in the, cut some of the little black spots off of them, and I just put it like cut half, and I'm just putting it in the pot and getting it cooked to start cooking. And then here, now this, I'm using a saucepan. You see how that pan comes up? You see this frying pan? You see how much high, this is called a saucepan. So I can add some water. I'm not, most people put their potatoes in a pot of boiling water. You can do that. You can boil your potatoes. So these are the red potatoes and the white potatoes. And so I just cut them in half, and these are the small bite-sized potatoes. So that's what I have, and I'm gonna let this do its own thing. I'm gonna add a little salt to that. I'm gonna add salt, and just season it. Season it to your own taste. Just season it to what you like. So I'm going to add a little salt. You know, you have to do salt for potatoes. Adding some salt. I'm going to add some pepper. Some pepper. Some seasoning. So whatever seasons you like, that's the season that you use. And then I'm gonna add some seasonal. Yeah, I'm gonna add some seasonal. And I'm going to add my roasted herbs, garlic. So this is by Weber, W-E-B-E-R. So you can, this is what I'm adding to mine. So whatever garlic, if you have some fresh garlic, you can add some fresh garlic. And I'm just adding this garlic on my potatoes. So with the potatoes, so it depends on how many you have and how much season you want. So you season it to your own liking, to your own taste. So, with the potatoes, you can boil them if you want to just boil your potatoes, and then you can maybe put them on a sheet pan in the oven and just coat your pan with some olive oil, and then put them on the pan and just put them in the oven. You probably need to bake them high, maybe like 400, probably test it maybe in about 20 minutes. Your potatoes might be ready in about 20 minutes. And then I would just still coat it with some more olive oil on the top. But I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with this. I'm going to let this hang out and let this cook on high. And before long, it'll be ready. Now you see here, you hear my okra? My okra is getting ready. My okra, and I'm going to just let it do its own thing. Then I'm going to keep turning it. I might have to put a little bit more olive oil on it and let it do its thing. That's the potatoes, and that's the okra getting started. So see, that was less than 10 minutes. So see, that's something that you can cook when you get home, real easy. Or if you want to do with your potatoes, with your small potatoes, you can boil them, and then you can mash them up and put some sour cream and butter on it. Yeah, you can do all kinds of things with potatoes. And so we know this is going to be healthy. This is our okra that's doing its own thing. So now we're going to the salmon. So here's this salmon, and I purchased this salmon from one of our local stores, Aldi's. Okay, so this is how my salmon look. I put some lemon juice on it, and it has the skin on it. But listen, I'm not going to eat the skin because I found out that they don't even scale these. So let me show you what I do with that. I'm going to take the skin off. So what I'm going to do, you just slice that, put a couple slices. See how see the scale is coming off? So we don't want to eat no scale. So I'm going to just slice it like that. Put a few slices in it. So when I'm going to fry it on that side first, and then what's going to happen, you can just peel it off. So I'm going to turn it back over, and I'm going to start my frying pan. Start my frying pan, and I'm going to season this up. So whatever season you like, you know me, I'm going to add my seasoned oil. I'm going to add some pepper, and that's going to be it. I have lemon juice on it. You know I put my lemon juice on it, so that's why it looks a little fadey, but I have lemon juice on it. But when you're getting ready to sear it in your frying pan, take some of that, you know, don't have it real wet, you know, because you want a good sear on it. So, you know, you can just get a paper towel and just kind of get some of that. Because, of course, I wash my salmon. Now, I wash my salmon. So, I guess rinse. I guess I rinsed it. Because I just put it in some water and, you know, rinse it off. I usually do all my meat like that. So I'm going to add some pepper to that. Some pepper. And then I'm going to add my seasoning on. And that's it. Because on this side now, because that skin is on that side, I'm not going to put anything on that one. So, you can get that ready. So, can you hear it? The okra is cooking, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to just kind of toss it around. You know, sometimes it's a little burnt. It's still good. But so many people, you know, okra so many ways. So, I'm letting it do its own thing because I'm cooking it hot because I don't want to be in this kitchen all day. And I know you don't either. So here it is, the okra. The okra is cooking and doing its own thing. Turn it down. Because we want it ready in the next few minutes. Because the potatoes are boiling over there. The potatoes will be ready. And so, you know, I have this salmon. The salmon is so good for you. Would you believe that they encourage you to eat salmon once a week? Yeah, so this is our second week because we had it last week, so my husband goes, oh, this is what he's getting again today. But salmon, you can have salmon once a week. It's good for you. It's full of potassium. Salmon is full of minerals. It's full of vitamin B12. You know we need all that vitamin. So it's vitamin B12. So hey, salmon. So you can fix salmon in all kinds of ways. So salmon, most people sometimes if they have like a half, this is a small one. This is a small one. I got a small one because most of the time they're kind of thick. But I didn't want the thick one. I got a small one. So I can get almost 3 pieces out of this. I found this at the local store at Aldi's. I got the potatoes from Aldi's and I got the salmon from Aldi's. Listen, when I read the packaging, you remember I told you about how the seafood most of the time is not fresh or we don't know. Look what they said. Okay, look what it said. Fresh from Aldi, right? Atlantic salmon portion. Fresh and never frozen. But guess what else it says? A product of Chile. So you think they sent this over without freezing it? Do you really think that they didn't freeze this salmon? Fresh, never frozen. Okay. This was, you know, it was at $7.79 per pound. Now I just paid $5.53 for this piece right here. So we have a dinner. I think my potatoes were $3 or something. And of course my okra is from. So we have a meal for less than $10. for the two of us because I'm cooking. Okay? So see, if you cook, look how much money you're gonna save if you cook. So get out and cook. I hope you cooked this week. I hope you did a good meal this week. I showed you how to fry that fish. So I hope you did it. So okay, so here, the okra is doing its own thing. So this is the salmon that we're using. Came all the way from Chile and never frozen. Okay, believe it, okay? All right, so here we are. We're gonna try. You see, I just have a little oil in there, and I'm gonna put this right there and let it do its own thing. So you see how easy that is? That's really easy. But you know, with the salmon, you could get your salmon and put some vegetables in the aluminum foil and cover it up and put it in the freezer with your salmon. Or you can put it on your air fryer. You can use your air fryer. You can, what else? You can fry it like I'm frying it today, or bake it. You know, a lot of people use the lemon, and sometimes they have different sauces that they make with it, or creams that they make with salmon. There's so much you can do with salmon. And I'm going to show you, I'm going to do the salmon bite one day. Show you how to do the salmon bite. So I do that. Oh, I'm so sorry. I have a girlfriend from Beaufort, from the island. We grew up together. And she said, I like everything except salmon. Sandra Mack, I'm sorry, I'm doing salmon today, okay? So I know you're probably not watching me. But anyway, how about the okra? I know this is probably the way that you do your okra and the potatoes. So it's doing this thing, it's doing this thing. See, can you see that? The salmon is working over there. So in a few minutes, that's going to be ready. And salmon, it only take about 5 minutes on each side. And it's good to go. Like I said, the okra is probably the longest thing that it's going to cook. So I hope you're learning something today. I hope you'll try it if you never tried okra. Said, no, I never did my okras like that. This is how I'm doing, I'm just sauteing it. So we know this is going to be real nice and healthy. But you know, when you fry your okra with the batter, it only takes a few minutes. But when you do it fresh like this, it takes longer for some reason. Because I don't know. But it's not slimy. You know, I've always blanched my vegetables when you put it up in the freezer. And that's where you boil your water and you put it in the water for a few minutes. And it's called blanching before you freeze it. I stopped blanching my okra because it would come out with a whole lot of water. And so if I wanted to do it like this, it would really take a whole lot of time. So I don't blanch it anymore because I realized in the store when you get the frozen ones, they're not blanched. No, they're not. So here, okay, this is almost ready. The salmon is almost ready. So I'm about to turn it. Turn it on this side. And so now what I'm going to do, I'm going to pull this skin off. I'm not going to do the skin. You can eat the skin if you want, but I'm not going to eat the skin. So see how I'm just pulling that skin right off like that. I think I learned this from Chef Blue. She showed us how to do this. Yeah, just like that. Just like that. It's gone. So now I'm going to add some seasoning to that side because I'm going to turn it back over and let it sear. So I'm going to add some pepper. Add some pepper. And add some season all to that side. And I usually put a little butter on it too when it's cooked. That's really good. So now it's doing its own thing. And here goes the okra. That's the okra. This is the low country. Ha! The low country okra. Hey, yeah. Yeah. This the low country okra. This is how we do it in the low country. Yes. I'm sure you do it like that here too. But this is how we do it. This is how we do it. That's the okra. That's the okra. And this is my harvest. This is my harvest out of my garden. This is fresh okra. So we might have okra for a couple more weeks because I think today was the first day of fall. Yeah, it is. Thankful fall. So we're thankful that we made this another fall. So let's see how our potatoes are doing here. Yeah, the potatoes are coming good. Our potatoes are coming. See, so it's boiling, and then when it boils, I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna roast it in a few minutes. Let me switch this up here so it can. Yeah. So there it is. That's the salmon. So I'm letting. Look how. So that took about 15 minutes to show you, and it's cooking, and it'll be ready in a few minutes. So I thought of my song for today. Oh goodness, what is the song? I thought of if it had not been for the Lord on my side, tell me where would I be? Y'all know that song? Y'all remember that? This is an oldie now. This is really a devotional song today. But you know now it's called praise and worship. But if it had not been for the Lord on my side, tell me where would I be? Y'all remember that? Where would I be if it had? And then the musician said, been for the Lord on my side, tell me where would I be? Where would I be? Then the verse, I think I know the verse. He kept my enemies away. He let the sun shine through a cloudy day. Oh, he wrapped me in the cradle of his arms. When he knew I had been battered by the storm. If it had not been for the Lord on my side, tell me where would I be? Where would I be? Y'all remember that song? Oh God, where would we be if it had not been for the Lord on our side? He's the one, y'all. He's the one. He's the one that's done it. So my okra is looking good, y'all see? The salmon is almost ready, and the potatoes are almost ready. I should have started the potatoes a little earlier. It looks like it's taking a little longer. But I'm going to show you. Oh, yeah. It's coming along. It's probably not going to be no mashed potatoes, but it's going to be all right. That's the potatoes. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you how I'm going to just put it on some oil and brown it up a little. And that's going to be the potatoes. Salmon, potatoes. Salmon is almost ready. Isn't that pretty? That's pretty. That's pretty. I can just turn that off now because, like I said, salmon only take a few minutes. Potatoes are almost ready. I'm going to turn that salmon off. The okra is almost ready. We have salmon. Oh, this is like a healthy meal. What? Yeah, I guess so. Little potatoes. Most people can't eat potatoes. Even the keto, they only eat meat. Yeah, meat and vegetables. So no potatoes. And I think a lot of the diabetics, they shouldn't eat potatoes either. Anything white, everything that I like grits and rice. They say you don't eat that. So I'm about to show you what I'm gonna do with these potatoes. So what I'm gonna do. I'm going to drain these potatoes. Drain them just a second. Take some of the water off. Drain the potatoes. Okay, here it is. It's back. Draining the potatoes. And now I'm going to put some olive oil. And these are my roasted. This is how I do my roasted potatoes. So I'm going to do some olive oil on it. And I guess I need to do a little bit. So that's how I'm roasting mine. I'm just a little bit more seasoned oil. And they will be ready in a few minutes. Just letting them, because you know I have the seasoning on it already. The roasted garlic herbs. So I'm gonna let those pan, like kind of pan fried, but I call them my roasted potatoes. And the okra, I'm turning that off. Okra is ready, the salmon is ready. And what was that? And I was talking, I was singing, and so you can do dinner. You can do dinner in less than 30 minutes. This is a 30 minutes meal. Just like that. I know you can do it. I believe in you. I know you can. Here it is. So I'm gonna just kind of flip it. Flip these potatoes. Trying to get them brown a little. And these are the roasted potatoes. Just like that. The roasted potatoes. I'll let them roast a little more. Like I said, you could put them in the oven. And you can still put them in the oven now if you want. Or you could put them in your air fryer. I'm gonna plate my salmon. I just want to get a little piece of that. Let's see what I'm gonna cut that. I'll cut it. And this is dinner. And if you want to do some potatoes with that, you can do some potatoes. This is my salmon. The okra is ready. Take a piece of that salmon there. See how that salmon is flaky? That salmon is ready. And we do some of the okra. That's how my salmon, okra and salmon look. Onions, so if you don't like onions, don't do the onions. The onions give it a nice piece of that. See, potatoes. Let me get a spatula of potatoes and I'll flip it after you get them. I like them a little roasted. That. That's a nice seasoning to it. So here are the potatoes. There are the potatoes. There they go. That's the potatoes. So I'm going to put a few on my plate. I'm going to show you. Blessed quietness. So I want you all to try this week. And let it brown a little more. And tell me how you doing. Okay, God, we thank you for these potatoes. Oh, did you all like? Did you share? And did you subscribe? You still can do it. It's not too late. So here's the potatoes. Be sure and share. And here's the okra. Thank you, God, for this food. Thank you for this okra, fresh okra, salmon and potatoes. You've been good. So here we go. That's the salmon. The okra and the potato. Very good. Very good. Very good. That's it, y'all. The potatoes. The okra. So those are my roasted potatoes. So you see how I did it. You can do it too. And you can use any frying pan. I usually use one of these. You can use any Teflon frying pan. Whatever. Do your own thing. If you want to have a sauce for your potatoes, do it. Garlic. A lot of people like a lot of garlic. This is good. I hope you all enjoy. I hope you all will try it. And come back and see me next week. I don't know what I'm going to do next week. My son wants me to do pizza. So maybe I'll do pizza and I'll let you know so you can get all your ingredients for your pizza. How about that? Thanks for joining. I'll see y'all next week. And may God be with you till we meet again. Bye. Love y'all. Love y'all. Bye-bye.